So Mercedes, a team that has dominated F1 over the last few years since Red Bull used to with good old Sebastian Vettel. Their car's not looking too bad either. They, in the overall testing times, they got 3rd and 4th, I think, with Valtteri Bottas. Yeah, that guy, he's about now. And Nico Rosberg is hiding in the media press room, you could say, watching on for the rest of the season. But Harry, it's as we expected, Mercedes at the top near again.
Yeah, I mean, you'd like to think when there's a big regulation change, there'll be a big shuffle. I mean, I remember in 2014, I thought Red Bull would absolutely walk that because they were so dominant the last few years before that. But obviously they had a reasonably poor season by their own standards. But Mercedes, they just seem to have nailed it once again. I mean, they've obviously still got Lewis Hamilton, fantastic driver. They've got Valtteri Bottas, a very highly rated driver. A few question marks maybe over his performances, whether he's that good or not. But, the testing has proven it. They've got the most miles out of anyone. That engine is, in theory, rock solid. I mean, of course, you've only got 4 engines this year through the whole season, so reliability is key. So that'll be good for them. But 3rd and 4th in testing times. Now, as you always hear, words like sandbagging and then testing doesn't mean anything. They always get thrown about. But 3rd and 4th, it's not 1st and 2nd in testing. So even if they are being slow on purpose, which Mercedes do, every year they do this. Teams get closer in testing. Still remains to be seen. There is a slight question mark, maybe over their performance. Not over their performance, but have the other teams caught up.
It's funny as well because Lewis Hamilton's got a point to prove now. He may be a 3-time world champion. Or was it 4? I can't remember. Is it 4? No, it's 3 times. I should know this. Research, Jamie, research. But he's got a point to prove after what happened with him and Nico Rosberg. He lost the final bout with them. But he's got someone younger and someone who could potentially be a world champion one day as well. So this season for Lewis Hamilton is to get your head on and hopefully perform like he did in the previous years.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was a bit erratic at times last year. I mean, all the sort of Hamilton fans will say, oh, if it wasn't for his engine failure in Malaysia, he would have won. But the fact that it was that close anyway, says a lot. That Rosberg was a perfectly worthy champion last year, and people will argue about that till the end of time. But that aside, he has got a point to prove. It's his job now to absolutely demolish Valtteri Bottas. Because if he doesn't do that, then there really will be question marks over him. But I think he'll get the better of Bottas. Bottas is good, but I think he's sort of the best person Mercedes could get, rather than just the best person. So, I think it could be quite a one-sided. If Mercedes are the team to beat, which I think they are, I think it could be a very one-sided championship.
And no Paddy Lowe. He won't be in Lewis Hamilton's ears to drive faster and also throughout the season. So no Paddy Lowe. What could that mean?
Well, I mean, I'm quite glad about that because I don't like Paddy Lowe.
Just put it out there.
Just put it out there. I'm like I said, as a McLaren fan, I feel like he betrayed the team. But he's gone to Williams now, so he's a big part of the Mercedes team of the last couple of years. But I think they'll get on fine without him. To be honest, I think the replacements they've made are more than adequate.
The Constructors' Championship prediction now, already from your thoughts, it looks like they could get at least a top 2. Which one are you going for?
It's got to be numero uno, number 1.
Number 1.
Yeah, there's no other way around it. Ferrari might put up a fight, but I don't think it'll be enough.
So, number 1 for Mercedes says hi. What do you think? Could they win it yet again this year, or will it be somebody else beating them to it? Comment below and make sure you subscribe.